Hello everyone and welcome back to the Feed the Beast spot. Done a little bit of redecorating out here, trying to keep some of the mobs away. That's not really working though. Today I'm gonna first start with two little items that I did not mention in some of my last videos. Number one, I did have someone ask a question about how much these barrels can hold. The maximum they can hold is 64 stacks of their single item. There is an upgrade to these barrels. It is called, what is it called? Extra dimensional storage. Requires a bit of stuff that I'm nowhere near getting though, so I have no idea how much that's actually going to hold. I didn't see that on the wiki. I had to look it up to find out how much though, because I'm not to that point yet. Item number two, I found out another thing about the Pocket Crafter. If you have the Pocket Crafter in your inventory here, as you know, you can open it by hitting the letter C key, which is great. If, however, you put it in one of the squares that it uses for crafting, you cannot open it with the C key anymore. I'm not really sure why it does that. Another thing is that if you pick it up, you can pick it up and move it while you're using it. That's fine. Unless you put it into one of these squares that it uses for crafting, and again it shuts it down and you cannot open it with C again. So that's something, if you're having trouble opening your Pocket Crafter, make sure it's not in one of these slots on the right hand side over here. Alright, today for the item we're talking about, you can see I've added a couple machines here. The number one is the Aqueous Accumulator. This guy does not require power, and it does have both the redstone panel and the configuration panel, so you can decide where it's sending the water to. Actually, why don't I just turn all these off, because that's all I'm doing. And what this does is it collects water out of the atmosphere, and it only works if there is a water source nearby. I do have a little water source over here, and another thing I did was I put in a bunch of water right underneath myself, and now I'm stuck and can't get out. Great. It's just underneath the floor, because I've heard that the more water you have near it, the faster it'll work. I didn't notice a huge jump or anything. I don't know if there's a limit or what. But this will just keep going up, no power needed. And as you can see, I do have an output on the left hand side. That is outputting into this next machine, which I have powered by a redstone engine. This is the Glacial Precipitator. This takes water and a bit of power and turns it into one of these three blocks. You can pick which one you want. I have it make an ice, because I'm going to make an ice wall or something a little bit later. I had a new building that I'm working on. Getting a little tired of sitting in this hole in the ground, this little cave. So I'm going to make a new building, and I was going to experiment with some ice and different things. So this is handy if you want to make a lot of snow or ice, especially, because the only way to get it otherwise, that I know of, well, you can compress snowballs or something like that, I think. Otherwise you need a silk touch pick to get ice. Yeah, you can compress a snowball and get a block of ice. So it's probably more efficient, but hey, this is automatic. And I just have the redstone engine there, so I can forget about it. Set it and forget about it, and that's that. I do have one more piece of equipment here I'm not going to get into. It's the induction smelter. I'll talk about that next time, so I'll probably get that one out tomorrow. Real quick, I'm going to show you the recipes, something I've been forgetting to do on a few of the other ones. First, the Aqueous Accumulator, and most all of these have basically the same recipe. They'll have this machine frame in the middle, which is gold, iron, and glass, and then it'll have something on the sides, underneath, at the top, and generally these two blocks are blank on all these thermal expansion ones. That's what I've come across so far. And the pneumatic servo, it's not complicated stuff, it's not real expensive, it's just a new thing. It looks kind of funny, but it's pretty straightforward, and that's tin right there. The other item we talked about was the Glacial Precipitator, and that, as you can see, the same sort of setup. Machine frame, the snow, copper, and one of these guys, which is just another piece of gold, and some redstone. Not really a big deal. Not too bad to make. This one does require power, as you can see. I don't have that one hooked up right now, but that's about that then. It holds 2400, which is I think this one held 2400 too. Yeah, that one filled up too. So that's that. If you're in need of snow or ice, good thing to make. And next time I'll talk about this induction smelter, and we'll go from there. And I think I'm going to be doing probably a video just touring what I have. Nothing really about the tips and stuff, just to give you a little tour of my building, different things, what's in that back room maybe, and the new area, the new place I'm building. Once I have that more set up, I'll show you around the whole thing and get going from there. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe, don't miss the next one. And also, if you have not been following mine and Ben's Let's Play Feed the Beast Multiplayer, go check out his channel. The link is in the description of this video. We are doing a multiplayer Feed the Beast. Hopefully we'll get a decent way before we restart the world once they put the red power in. But hey, it's some interesting stuff. A lot of Mistcraft in that. I'll probably do some Mistcraft special spotlight with him one of these times, because he knows more and is having a lot better luck than me. So again, thanks guys. See you next time.